population that we have. And we have just as many capital improvement projects and coming to, that means that you're doing a lot of work where, I mean, to compare with the Santa Ana, that's amazing that all the work, the grants, that everything that you bring in. So the leadership and all of you folks that are doing the work, we're so grateful because our city is the crown jewel, the flagship city in the Southeast. Thank you.
Thank you guys again.
And yeah, and I just wanted to say, I mean, I know I read the proclamation, but I just wanted to personally say thank you to all of you for the work that you do 24/7, because just what the mayor mentioned, you know, things happen during night and we are not aware. And you guys are out there, rain, shine, hot weather, cold weather. I mean, you guys are always, always out there taking care of our city, and the beauty of our city reflects from all of you. I mean, this is your reflection. I mean, how beautiful you guys keep our city. So I just want to thank you for the great job that you do, and you know, just thank you.
Thank you goes a long way. I thank you. Our community thanks you. But I think you are the magic in our city because you're out there day and night. And I have a deep appreciation for what you do. Because if you look at your hands, like I tell my students, we can use them for two things. Either we're hurting or we're healing. And sometimes you guys are hurting to destroy stuff, but in the end, you wind up fixing them and making beauty out of our trees because sometimes they're injured and you got to hurt them to cut them down, but then they look beautiful. So I thank you and I bless you, specifically your hands, because that is how you support your families. And in doing so, you're supporting this beautiful community called Southgate. So I thank you for the magic that you do day in and day out in our community. Thank you.
I guess we'll let them talk. Go ahead, Rob.
Thanks. They let me out once in a while. Just wanted to echo to everything. Got a chance to ride along with some of you a month or so ago. Got to see firsthand the skill sets that you guys bring to simple things in theory, like filling a pothole, but the complexity of it, you know, the rigor and the technology you're even bringing to things like graffiti cleaning, you know, trying to make sure our water systems are working. You know, there's a ton of stuff going on. Our electrical systems, our traffic signals, our management of our sidewalks. You bring all this, and then the administration of grants. We have so much funding coming in from all the sources, tracking it all, keeping it moving. The engineering, the designing, the dealing with permitting at the front counter, the pressures the developers put on you. It's so many different pieces, and to see it work so well as a community, as a family, I've been really impressed in the 6 months I've been here. So thank you for that effort. And I want to also just say part of that effort to try to appreciate you is next week, as was brought up already, the Public Works Week. That's being expanded to include an open house so the rest of our staff and our council is able to come to where you live, at your yard. That's not always where we get to go. So we're going to get to see your world from your eyes and maybe get to see some demonstrations of some of the technical work you do that can surprise people on the skill sets you have, and also get to do what we all like to do together is eat. So we're looking forward to seeing you all there and appreciating you more. But thanks for everything you do.
Okay, item number 2.
The City Council will issue a proclamation declaring May 2024 as Wellness and Mental Health Awareness Month.
And Councilwoman Avalos.
Thank
have
you
the
so
honor.
much. So declaring Wellness and Mental Health Awareness Month for May 2024. Whereas the United States Mental Health Awareness Month, also known as Mental Health Month, is typically observed in the month of May, with a history dating back over 70 years ago.
You good?
Whereas our society has come to understand that mental health is essential to everyone's overall health and well being. Whereas, as mental health advocates, our goal is to raise awareness about mental health issues and promote strategies for maintaining mental well being. And whereas Mental Health Awareness Month is a time to focus on our family, friends, and coworkers' emotional, psychological, and social well being. And whereas the understanding that language matters. When discussing mental health, choose words that promote understanding, empathy, and support and avoid stigmatizing language, and instead focus on compassion and encouragement. And whereas remember that mental health is essential and seeking help is a sign of strength. So if you or someone you know is struggling, you are encouraged to reach out to a mental health professional or a trusted support network. Whereas together we can create a more compassionate and supportive environment for mental well being. Now, therefore, it be proclaimed that on this 14th day of May, that Gil Hurtado, Mayor for the City of Southgate, on behalf of the City Council, hereby proclaims May 2024 as Mental Health Awareness Month and urge everyone to become more aware of their mental health and to instill good mental health practices in their children, families, and friends. Signed, Mayor Gil Hurtado. And who is going to be getting?
So, Chief, will you be receiving that?
I will.
Can you turn on the mic?
Here we go.
Hi, thank you. Francis Chinchilla, licensed clinical social worker, manager from Ultimed's behavioral health program, here to receive the proclamation. Thank you so much for inviting us and recognizing the impact the mental health has in the community. We greatly value the work that we have been able to do in the city of Southgate, and we are honored to work alongside you because you prioritize community's wellness. We are happy to continue our partnership to address the community's healthcare needs and improve the quality of life of its residents. And in honor of Mental Health Month, we've prepared a couple of slides showing the impact that we've been able to have at the schools and in the community as well. So we started mental health services in the city of Southgate in 2017 when we opened our first clinic in Southgate. And we've been working on providing short-term brief intervention services to patients struggling with mild to moderate symptoms of depression, anxiety, struggling with grief and loss. And we've continued to provide support to the community as it faces things such as COVID, social unrest, and helping address their needs. Some of the work that we've been able to do through this partnership is service 3 schools in Southgate, and that includes providing individual therapy, working alongside the psychiatric social worker to support and address the needs of their students. We've been able to facilitate parent workshops, staff and services, as well as co-facilitate clubs at some of the schools as well. We've been able to also implement some mental health awareness events through social media awareness and events at the schools. We've also been invited to different events in the city of Southgate, such as the Autism Awareness event, where we were able to promote the services that we provide. And we have a snippet here of the work that we do and the impact that we're having at the schools. This is one of our associate clinical social workers facilitating one of the parent workshops. It's really short, but we wanted to share with you.
Mother
2, Arlene Solis sits down, ready to chat with other parents about the loss of a job, life stresses, and ways to talk to their kids about mental health. For Arlene, this was a space to grieve loss while caring for her mental health.
For the past 2 years, we lost a lot of family, lost a mom, a nephew, people we cared about.
Monthly gatherings are led by Ultimate Health Services, the nation's largest community health centers with an 80% Latino patient demographic. According to the American Psychiatric Association, every year 243,000 Latinos attempt to take their own lives.
You hear therapy is a no. You don't speak about what's going on in your house because that's your house and what stays in it stays in your house. It doesn't go out.
Arlene says the wellness gatherings are a space that help parents like her begin their own journey to much needed mental well-being.
It was very helpful because there was a lot of parents who brought stuff up, and I know they broke down.
Gatherings that are part of Ultimate's initiative to increase mental health services among Latinos.
It's comforting. It's like a second home because you're like, okay, these people understand. There's no judgmental.
Mental health therapist Michael Villegas often leads the workshops at Southgate Middle School. Services Michael provides to parents in a community he says they often carry unresolved trauma and are not afforded access to mental health resources.
They themselves are willing to be vulnerable. So you know what? Hey, I've had other members of my family who struggle with these things, but we just never really felt comfortable talking about them or acknowledging them in the family. And I don't want those issues from the older generation to carry on into the next generation.
With Michael's work at Southgate Middle School, he says there's been a positive shift within the community.
The culture of the school is changing where there's more of a welcoming attitude about accessing mental health services.
An attitude that encourages parents like Arlene to feel comfortable to prioritize the mental well-being of her and her family.
It's easier to communicate with kids and saying that, you know what, let's speak about this. Let's speak about the loss that we've had.
Conversations that Arlene says will also break generational stigmas that her from caring for her mental health.
So it's a really great snippet of the work that we're able to do thanks to this partnership. We're really helping to decrease stigma and increase mental health literacy. 817 therapy sessions were completed from March 2023 to March 2024 in the 3 schools. And on top of that, we've also been able to work with the city on updating resources and creating a magnet for community members to be able to access the most utilized emergency services. So thank you once again, and we look forward to the ongoing collaboration.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. Yeah, we can do that. Do you know when the meeting?
Okay. All right. You don't get out that easy. You're welcome.
Okay, item number 3. Do you want to make a quick announcement, please?
Yes, Mr. Mayor, I just wanted to announce that the meeting did begin at 5:36 p.m. We had technical difficulties, although I was able to record the voice at the beginning of the meeting, so we'll have that. But the meeting didn't start until a few minutes later. We got everything together. We apologize for the inconvenience. Thank you.
And we apologize for that, but that's how technology is. Okay, item number 3.
The City Council will issue a proclamation declaring May 2024 as Water Safety and Drowning Prevention Month.
And so reading this will be my colleague, This Councilmember El Rios and I chose him because he's like Aquaman. So there you go.
Thank you, Mayor, and welcome to all of you. And we have in the audience Leslie, Valerie, and Dan from the Aquatic Center. So thank you for being here.